What is up, guys? It is Mighty Lieutenant from Absolute Arbitrary, and if you were wondering, wait, Santa Claus? That is right. This is what I wore to school today, because today is part of Spirit Week at my school. So I wore a Santa costume for costume day, so it's pretty much like Halloween. And yesterday was time travel day, so it's like Blast from the Past or the future, and I did like an 80s kid with the crazy hair and whatnot, and the, the Easter colors and whatnot. And then Monday was Mix and Match Day, so you guys can, I just wore a bunch of different clothes over themselves, and it didn't match at all, and some girl put a lay over me. What? That's right, I got laid. Yeah, I mean, you go ahead and tell your friends that. It's okay, really. That's probably a rumor you want to start spreading. Tomorrow's Class Colors Day, and the seniors are black, so pretty much everyone's just going to be black and scary and just scary. Really just dark and scary, really. Other colors, like, are red, green. Oh. Got a lot of hair in my mouth, actually, right there. This beard is not comfy at all. You got, like, the moisture coming from your mouth and just getting stuck in front of your mouth like that, and it smells awful. The hats and the hair's not too bad. The suit is, like, cotton, right? So it's like sweating balls in here. And in math class, I fell asleep in class a few times. And I'm not sure if this happens with everybody. I'd imagine what it does, but like when I fall asleep and wake up, I'm like always like hotter than I was when I was awake. Which means I think that when you fall asleep, your body just tends to not cool itself off as much or sweat more or whatever the case may be. But it was really hot, and it's like I'm taking deep breaths in here because it's like really hard to breathe through this thing. Like, it's not too bad, but it's not as good as breathing from fresh air. And then Friday is going to be the school colors, which are blue and white because we're the Blue Devils. And and so blue and white, which is kind of self-explanatory. Everyone's going to be wearing blue and white to represent the school for our pep rally at the end of the day. And I like to take Spirit Week pretty seriously, and some of my friends do as well. Like, for Blue and White Day, this is what the seniors are going to do, is at the pep rally, we're all wearing blue and white, but then everybody's going to take off their colors, and we're going to we're doing a whiteout, I believe, or I'm not sure if it's a blackout or whiteout, but regardless of what we actually do, we're pretty much setting up that two of my friends are going to be wearing those full spandex suits with the colored face and everything, and so they're in blue, they have blue suits, and they're going to be doing that while everybody else is doing either the whiteout or the blackout. So that should be fun. They're probably gonna get disqualified from the event. But the way that my other friend looked at it, and I don't want to take credit for what he did, but what he kind of came up with is, if we get disqualified from any event or from the entire pep rally in general, because we score all the different Spirit Week things like the costumes or whatever, you just kind of tally up the points, and the seniors win every year, and it's not really fair for other classes because my junior year, or last year I should say, is we won the seniors by points, and the seniors still won, but whatever. They still say they won, and the seniors win every year. So the way that my friend looks at it is that if we get disqualified from the event, that means we won, because they wouldn't disqualify a team that isn't going to win overall. Because they're a school, let's be honest, they're not that like serious about points and whatnot. And then if we actually win and we don't get disqualified, then we can pretty much consider that a lose because we weren't trying hard enough, we weren't yelling enough freshman chants, and we weren't scaring enough kids so that we didn't get disqualified, which means we pretty much lost the event. So we will be getting a lot of chants going on. I'm pumped. I'm stoked for this. Like, Spirit Week is one of the best weeks at school in general. And if you guys have Spirit Week at your school, which I imagine you guys do, then you guys understand what I'm talking about, unless you have like a really small school and it just doesn't get big. But Spirit Week's a pretty big deal at my school. It hasn't been too great this year, but I think it's because a lot of kids are worried about being judged or something like that for the participation. Like, I had to walk to school in this Santa suit right here, and you can imagine the looks I get from people. And, I don't see why that would be a deal, like a big deal. You're in a Santa suit, what do you expect? Be chill with it. Just talk to the people, have a little conversation with somebody you're walking by, no big deal, really. At school, it was pretty cool. I got a lot of, some attention. Nobody else wore Santa suit, which is really nice on my part, because that would have been a little awkward. Like, two of my friends both wore wiener suits. Like the hot dog costumes with the mustard going down the middle. Both of them were actually sitting at my lunch table. So it was pretty much like a sausage fest. Oh yeah, that was pretty punny. Hee. And then, ooh, computer fell asleep. I don't know why that happened. And then, what was I saying? Costumes. Oh, the walk home. When I walked home, it was, wow, this hair is killing me. When I walked home, I walked by an elementary school, and I had stayed after school just to chill with my friends until they had practice, which I normally would be attending, but I decided against the sport this season, but I'll be doing it indoor and outdoor track for the other 2 seasons of the school year. But I walked by an elementary school at about 3 p.m. or a little after, and you can imagine 200 little kids who still believe in Santa Claus seeing this dude walking down the street in his full attire. I haven't even changed yet. It's 4 o'clock and I'm wearing a Santa suit. You know, you can imagine all these kids going, "Oh my God, Santa Claus!" And I think my camera just died, so you're not gonna see my pretty face anymore. So it's just gonna be the commentary from this point on. And that probably couldn't have been more perfect timing because my mom just walked in the room when I finished that last sentence, and now I'm actually doing it quite a bit after when I actually had done the rest of the commentary because there are loud noises in my house and it's really difficult to find that quiet time, and I happen to run on this right now. So if you guys don't already know, you're watching episode 2 of my Road to Gold Glove series, which is kind of a really late time to kind of announce this, you know, as far as this episode goes. But what that is that I'm playing Gears of War in my attempt to either get into Gold Glove's lobby randomly or to gain his attention to the point where I get into a lobby with him. And I haven't heard a response yet, you know, no big deal, it's only episode 2. But, you know, something I've kind of figured out is that I'm kind of adapting to Gears of War. I haven't played Call of Duty in, what, 3 weeks? Which is, you know, quite a bit of time for, you know, somebody who used to play, you know, a lot more. But if I'm adapting to like, Gears of War, I'm getting better at it, which is definitely going to be, you know, better because I'm going to have more fun with the game, and so that I'll be able to continue playing on more. And I spam the hammer burst a lot, and I don't think there's a problem with that because as long as I'm hitting guys a couple times, it's not a big deal because reloads are quick and hammer bursts, you know, whatever, it does a lot of damage. So, you know, I noticed I spam it, and I didn't even notice that before, but I kind of do, and it's not even a big deal, but it's just kind of something I've noticed. And another thing is, I spot a lot of people, like I hit the left trigger, not left trigger, wow, sorry, left stick a lot, and I noticed that a lot of people don't do that, and I don't really know why, because spotting is such a major help in this game, and that's actually the little icon and title that I use for my dude. I think now he's called Eagle Eye or something like that. But that's that for the episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, comment, and Gold Glove. Man, one of these episodes you're going to have to watch it right. Why not make it this one? Santa suit. Alright, guys, take it easy.